Alright guys, so in this video we're going to be removing the rust and sealing it up with some paint. Before I get into it, I just want to say that this is a used van that I purchased. So if you go the route where you get a new one, it's nice, you know, you don't have to worry about all that. In my case, it's a used one, and if you get a used one, sometimes you'll come up with surprises, and you'll have to put in a lot of work before you start building anything. I don't mind it so much. In fact, I think it's great because it kind of gives the van a little bit of charm. It's like I feel like I'm giving it a second life. So before it was a work van, and now I'm making it. I'm giving her a new life as a camper. So even though it's not fun, but I find it to be enjoyable, and so watch me go through the process. Okay, so while I was working, and after I removed everything, here's what I found. So they did some kind of construction here, and the problem I have with this is it sticks up from my floor quite a bit. That's a problem because when I have my flooring down, it's going to be uneven considerably. So I just want everything to line up smooth. But here, there's this metal piece, about a 1/4 inch, and then also there's these screws that pop up, and I can't have that. So I'm going to get rid of this guy and then seal it up. So I cleaned up the hole, and now I'm going to add the Band-Aid, and I'm going to seal that up with some fiberglass cloth and using the Band-Aid to brush over it. Alright, well, while the paint is drying, I figured I'd remove these. So I'm going to end up replacing these or covering them with like some nice carpet material. Okay, so the Ford Transit is known for having leaking issues, and I think that's what's happening on the other side. I found some water, some moisture, so I think it's coming through here. It's kind of a thing with Ford where their siding is just kind of pinned in there, and the holes are just completely exposed. So we're gonna take this trim out, and then we're gonna seal up the holes as best we can. All right. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching. And next part is we're going to be starting to lay out the floor. So this is where we're actually starting to build. So it's pretty exciting. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.